Hey my lovelies, and welcome back to Bex Squared Gaming. I am Scottish Bex, and we are going to continue on with Ship Graveyard Simulator 2. I'm sure you can hear, guys, I am still absolutely loaded with this cold flu, whatever the hell it is. I haven't been able to get anything done for a week, but I am determined to get some recording done. I probably won't talk as much as I normally do in these videos, just go with the flow, but we are actually just continuing on with doing, trying to get the achievements. So I think the first one up on the list is going to be doing the Pobeda again, because I think I need to get the achievement for throwing something through the hoop. So let's try that. Okay, so obviously, guys, with me being the way I am, I'm going to have coughing fits and spluttering fits. So if the sound goes quiet all of a sudden or whatever, it's probably because I've had a coughing fit. I'll do my best. I'll see what I can do. But let's just get on. So it was the Pobeda. I think that was part of the... Yeah, it's that one, right? I'm going to try to see how long this takes me, because it'll be interesting to see now that I've got all the upgrades, as to what the difference will be. Oh, she's a beaut, isn't she? I remember this from last time, and this was my favourite ship last time, because mostly, and it still is my favourite ship, mostly due to the XCOM nostalgia that it gave me. And I'm still curious as to whether I'm going to get some of that nostalgia again or not. We will see. It's a cracker. It's not. I'm not going to pretend it's not a cracker. It is a cracker, but you know, let's see. I think the first thing we want to do is just go do the first achievement. I think as soon as we get the achievement done, then little else matters, really, in the sense of then it's just a case of bringing it down. So the achievements that I have left, if you're new to the channel and haven't been following, is I think it's just the hoop through the basket, the having 100k in your bank, and getting all the upgrades for the house. So I think the plan will be, we'll do the basket first, because that's what this one's for. Then we'll go and do, we'll just do ships that you recommend until we get to the 100k. And from there, we are going to then use that 100k to buy the upgrades. Whether the 100k will cover all, I don't know. I might end up having to do another ship or so to get through it. But we're not going to know till we get there. And that's the excitement of this. I'm not trying to be all smart and all like, ooh, plan it. Let's go here. Let's do this. Let's just go with the flow, guys. That's how I prefer to be anyway. And to be honest, with given how ill I am right now, I don't have capacity to go and do a mountain of research and other things. It's just not... I'm not capable of that right now. To be honest, I'm just about capable of falling out of bed, falling into a shower, and falling onto my rocking chair in the living room and lying there all day. I just feel so rough all the time. It's going to take me a while. Right, the gym is over here, so I'm assuming... Oh, there it is there. That's where we need to go. I remember the layout of this one. I do remember the layout of this one. So, can we... How do we do this? No. Okay, this is going to take a little bit of trial and error, guys. Yeah! Use your crates of basketball. There we go. Right, that's done. You can now bring this bad boy down. And I'm going to do what I always do, go to the top and start down. Now that we've got the one achievement that I really needed. Up there. Go. I'm going to do this slightly differently. So, if you've not seen this ship before, which you probably have done if you've been following the series, but if you haven't, rather than stressing about this one, if you want to see what the ship looks like all the way through individually, I would probably recommend the original Pobeda video that we did, because my plan here is I'm not going to sit and pull everything out. I'm going to literally bomb through it and see what I need to do without going, you know, room to room to room. I'm just going to be checking for heavy elements. That is essentially all I'm going to be doing, is checking for heavy elements, dropping everything, and then using the crane to do all my heavy lifting. It will be much faster than the normal way of doing it. That's not how I normally do ships. You know yourself, guys, I do try go through the ships one at a time so that we can have a look at them. and see where things are, and you know, and see what rooms were used for. But we've seen that. I've already done a video on that front for this vessel, so as far as I'm concerned, that is not my plan for this one. I would like to go all the way up there, though. Can I go all the way up there? Can, look, guys. I see the whole world, baby! So nice. Let's over. And else up here. Like I say, because I'm really not very well, guys. My plan is to kind of sort of bomb through this quickly, because at the end of the day, we've already seen this ship be done. The whole aim right now is to do the achievements, not necessarily show the ships. We've already shown the ships. We don't need to. That's what the other videos are for. So I'd like to know how excited people are feeling for number 3. I don't mean video 3. I mean Ship Graveyard Simulator 3. I wasn't able to get onto the test run. I just didn't have time to apply for that. I don't know if anybody did. I know sometimes these test runs have not NDAs, but you know what I mean. So I'd be curious to know if anybody had taken part in it and what their feelings were on it, and if they saw it and what they thought. You know, I would be curious on that front. I'm getting excited for it. Like, this was a recommended game, and I had never played. I didn't play the first one, so I didn't know what to expect when this one came along. And it's kind of cool. I kind of like it. And I'm looking for more recommendations of similar games. So obviously, you know, that's always going to be a thing. I've done Hard Space Shipbreaker. We've got a series on that. If you haven't seen it, feel free to go watch it. So yeah, always looking for the next suggested game on these kind of things. Really? Do we need to have a conversation box? Obviously, I know part of the reason I'm picking stuff up is because, well, we know that I have to remove that before I can drop things. So if I'm going to have to drop some stuff, I will do what I must to be able to fill boxes and things. Here, heartbeat monitor. You down here somewhere? Might be down. There it is. Okay. That's one thing I remember about this ship, was there was a lot of mobile cargo containers floating around. That is something I do remember from it. So we've done this level. Nothing up here that needs to be dropped as such. We go to the next level. That might have been the crappiest throw in history. Go around the outside first, right? There's nothing on the outside. Nothing on that floor. And this outside is collapsed. Okay, so I'm still just collecting stuff, not because I'm trying to do it that way, but because we know I need to empty that. What I do want to do is go down and have a look at this. Oh, the pipes. This might be part of the pipes that I already turned off. you don't know unless you check. And that's the thing I do remember. I do remember, this is back when you actually still had hazards that they seem to have just decided at some point that they were done doing for some random reason. Let's back in over here. Oh, shit. I'm passing, I'm moving. I've got a feeling something's gonna go boom. So they must have already been part of the ones I'd done. Yep, and then into there, which I think I've already turned off, right? And up. Yeah, because that's up. That's the ones I've turned off. And then that comes back. Yeah, so I've done that. So that goes down, round, way back, round, up, and then comes in here and then into there. So I've done that one. That's fine. Oh, good. Oh, good. This is the downside to trying to do this with a mill. My brain, not really functioning, guys. I had my Japanese lesson today. I struggled to talk in for a start. And she just, I mean, we were doing kanji practice. And she's trying to get me to write the kanji. And she's like, you know, so she's giving me words and saying, you know, what kanji is this? And, you know, here's the word. What's the kanji that goes in that word? And I'm like looking at her and I'm like, and I know them. And I'm still just sort of staring at her with this blank look. And I'm like, yeah, my brain's not working. Like, and then she'd ask me certain things like, you know, what's this or what's this? And I'd just be looking at her and she'd be like, you're really not well, are you? And I'm like, no, my brain is not functioning. And it really was quite funny. We found it, both of us were laughing, but it was like, yeah, it's true. Like when you're ill, like especially like I've been ill for now, just about a week and a half, coming up on 2 weeks now. It'll be 2 weeks this Friday. And, so, yeah, so almost 2 weeks now I've been ill. And it's, you know, and the first half a week was horrific. First week, to be honest, was pretty horrific. And, and it was just so funny because, you know, that way it is so true. I can't speak for anybody else, but certainly when I get ill, my brain just takes a vacation. It just goes, no, I'm good. I don't need to work. What are you talking about? It's like, and that is 100% where I've been this last. It just makes me laugh. I mean, you can't do anything but laugh when you're in this state. I mean, you can get upset if you want, but it's not gonna achieve anything if I'm upset. So I just don't see the point getting upset by it. I'm not really trying to clear these rooms out. I'm more just trying to take a look. It still has an XCOM vibe for me. I didn't think it would. I thought it was maybe just the way I was feeling at the time, but I think it's the colors that are doing it for me. Yeah, it's still got a kind of XCOM vibe for me. It's the era of the tech with the color scheme. That's I think that's what it is. I think I'm going to drop everything to this level. So let's go. Alright, if I've done this right, they should all be loose. This should then come down. We will find out. I'm not sure I have. I'm being lazy by not picking all pieces up, which could cost me. Here we go. Oh, I filled that. Let's get that away.
क्या आपके पास कोई जहाज है?
Right.
हेलो, क्या हाल
Start
है?
there.
कोई बात नहीं। मैं जल्द ही वहाँ आऊँगा। हम संपर्क में रहेंगे। क्या आपके पास कोई जहाज है?
I'm not worried about doing this on all the levels because this is before you get the you don't get the what's the people the word I'm looking for.
मैं जल्द ही वहाँ आऊँगा।
Guys, seriously, my brain is just decided to have a poop. Safes. Safe's the word I'm looking for. I'm sorry, guys. Please forgive me. I am... Yeah, my brain is very much mush at the moment.
कोई बात नहीं।
Well, that's going. I'm going to jump over here.
मैं जल्द ही वहाँ आऊँगा।
Release everything that's over here. Don't need to drop these, but I will just because it makes the top cleaner. That can't go until that's gone, and that won't go until the crane stops doing all of its stuff. Yes, the magnet is also going to be pulling everything from the lower levels. I'm not worried about that. Like I said, we've already kind of explored this. I'm not looking to see what this ship has. We already know that. We've already done that. This is purely an achievement grind. So, slightly different reason to be doing it. That out the way.
हेलो, क्या हाल है?
You on this way? Wait, did he just... No, there you go, it's on this side.
हम संपर्क में रहेंगे। क्या आपके पास कोई जहाज है? मैं जल्द ही वहाँ आऊँगा।
As always, guys, you should know by now when I'm ill, if you suddenly hear the sound disappear, it usually means... Well, if I'm not ill, it usually means the dog's gone ballistic. And if it's when I'm ill, it probably means I'm having some kind of coughing fit. And it's at an inappropriate moment for cutting out the video. Bird flew close! Right. Let's do a bit in here, shall we? Okay, there's no heavy elements in here. I have done this one before, but and as much as I remember it, there we go. I was gonna say I don't remember all of it, so I'm not. I couldn't tell you where the heavy elements were. I've done so many ships now that yeah, I have no idea where all the heavy elements are.
nahi.
So that's this done. And that just leads to here.
Am sam park mere
It's
hinge.
fine. Okay. Next level is this one, right? So you can see heavy elements right away. Let's just get them out.
Hello, क्या हाल है?
The good thing with not necessarily doing it the way I would normally do it is it should make it faster for me because I'm not stressing about investigating every room and seeing what the clear is and doing all of that. I'm just going, find the heavy elements, get them out, drop the rest. I obviously still have to take into fact that I don't want my computer freezing, so there is still an element of that in it. So obviously I'm not necessarily just going to go straight to the bottom and go, hey, drop, like some people might be able to do, but you know. So the next bit we can kind of go to is there, because that's where the next sort of heavy element item is. I'm going to come down here and clear some of this. Is this the level that they've... Let's have a look. No, this is the level above that. Okay. Okay.
कोई बात नहीं. Am sam park mere hinge.
There's one there. So there's two on this level then. Okay. Good to know.
Mejalki bahan aunga.
Yes, I think the level down is the next level we want to be dropping to. I need to do a quick check of the floors above. Just to make sure that there's nothing in the top two tiers. I don't think there is. What there might be is hazards. Yeah, they're just rooms, which is kind of what I was expecting. I think it's mostly passenger rooms. Passenger and crew rooms. I'm not expecting there to be much on this level, to be honest. What there might be is pipes and things. So, pipes and steam. So, yeah. That's right, was this not like some weird interrogation room last time? And I was like, why the hell is that on a ship? Definitely still has XCOM vibes for me. It definitely does. I think it's got to be the decor. I can't see it being anything else giving me that vibe, to be honest. And that leads to outside, right? Yeah. here. Let's get down here and release this.
Three but nahi.
Open the damn door. Right. Definitely not seeing anything that's... I think it was up a floor, maybe. I think it was. They need to go. Right. I'm happy with everything that's on here. I do need to get down to them, but I think they're on the floor I want to take out. I think it's about 3 floors I'm going to be taking out, so... I'm happy with this. I'm not seeing anything on this floor that's made me go, ooh, heavy element. I've not done a full check, but to be honest, guys... Yeah, my brain is... I will take the punishment. It's fine. It's fine. There's something in here. Alright, okay. Already wandered through there. I'm okay with that. I think these are just rooms, right? Yeah, these are all just rooms up front. My brain's going, I remember there being this, that, or the next thing, and then I'm like, no, because I'm confusing myself with some of the other ships that existed, so... Right, so this one's fine, so it's the next level. Right, so this level is now, I'm happy with what's on this level, so now we need to go through this level, right? I don't think there was anything back here. No. We're going to be dropping everything to this level, which is fine. So, what I'm going to do before I go through the bottom layer here, I'm going to just dismantle this bit here. Alright, so let's do that. Off you go. Okay, and then we'll do the cut point. And the other cut point. Oh, that didn't come down for some reason. That's interesting. Might as well be filling that, because that needs to go. Really long cut piece, isn't it? Let's bring down this section. Alright, that should be it. Let's pop up. Where the hell are you going?
I'm some park near a hinge.
Alright, let's start on this, shall we? Woo. And yeah, it's a slower process to pick up by hand and throw in there, but I need to fill that up anyway, so... I don't know if you can have them collected before they're full, if it's quicker to just literally get it picked up and get it out your way rather than faffing around. I don't know. But it's there, it's meant to be used, I will use. Okay, time to start working through. So let's start with this chunk here first, shall we? There we go. What I'm going to do before I go any further is just bring down the last of the walls here. Let's get this collected.
Hello.
And move forward. Alright. I think we're slowly going in the right direction. I have been throwing some boxes rather than running back. Because I'm being lazy, I'm going to be honest. Oh, there we go, that's it over. I won't be able to get this out until the floors come down. But we're not far off that point. What I was going to do... Come back over here. And... release these.
I'm park near a hinge.
Oops. I can't seem to reach the truck from here, so I'm just sort of lobbing in that general direction. Bye. No idea where that went. Look at it. It's miles away. Right. So close to having all these floors down. Let's keep going. Alright. Alright, we are here. Hopefully this is not going to end in tragedy. But you never know. It's down. It didn't say heavy elements destroyed, so I think we are in the clear. So let's start the clear then. Oh, crud. Get me up. The downside when everything comes down, you can't see where all the holes in the floors now are. Get that out as well. Stuff on it. Let me get the stuff off of it so we can get it out. I think that's in the way. Okay. Let's go to the bottom end then while that's freeing up. I mean, double click that. Come on. Am I having a moment here? There we go, thank you. Oh, let me get this out. There you go. So much faster than picking up by hands. I think we're about there. It's been picking up everything nicely down this end. Yeah, happy with that. Happy with that. It's a lot of magnets waiting to go. Sugar it. Not quite my intention. Some stuff did come down here, unfortunately, but that's always the case when there's gaps in the ships. How are we doing? How are we doing? Are we clearing? We're clearing? Probably used way too many magnets, but given that it's pulling stuff from underneath as well, you know. in here and grab these, I think. I don't know how much of it is going to get picked up by the crane, so... Not crane, magnet. Some pieces going right out there, aren't they? Look at that.
हम पार्क में रहेंगे। हेलो, क्या हाल है?
Oh no, I really made a mess. You'd think I exploded it free, not just dropped it. Jeez. Right, we are an hour and, according to my recording timer, an hour and 39 in. So probably by the time you do load ups and stuff, an hour and 35. Which is not bad. I mean, I think we're doing pretty well to have all that done in an hour and 35. I mean, I think this ship initially... I don't even know. I'll need to go back and take a look at how long it initially took me. These size ships were probably 7 hours. Between 6 and 8, I would have thought. But this was the last one in the giant steel giant, so this one might have been longer than that. I mean, the video on its own will not be an indicator because I will have cut stuff out. So, yeah. Let me have a look, actually. I'm gonna take a quick look now. So the original video was 4 hours, just shy of 4.5 hours, 4 hours, 20 minutes. So I would say that probably means it took me about 7 hours because I usually try to cut about half out. If I can get way a half, that's usually on average. Sometimes slightly less, but on average, it's about half that comes out. So I would say that was probably a 7 hour clear, potentially. I mean, I do tend to put in the descriptions and stuff, but I haven't looked at that. So if we can do this less than that, then we're doing well, I'd say. Right. Yeah, looking good. Happy with that. Okay, so where does that... So the next level is deck, right? So what we need to do, I think, is check that there's nothing on this level. See, there is. Oop. Well, that's an inconvenience. I guess we're going to start dropping walls here then to get rid of that. Well, let's start filling it. Yep, that's filled. Okay, let's get that. Let's get that away. Let's clean up some of the rest of this, shall we? Sure where the truck is, huh? I don't think I need to bring the rest of this down. I think this is it was just me trying to get rid of that thing. I think everything else in here is... I'm just going to do a quick scan, but I don't think there's anything else on this level that has me concerned. What's in here? Ooh, got steam pipes. Ah, because that's where... No, but that's fine. That's where the steam pipe was. That's where the thing was, so that's fine. Yeah, we're fine on this level. What we do maybe need to do is separate the floors up here. Because this is attached to the side up here, so maybe we need to pull that away. Ah, okay. Get that out, shall we?
مجالتي بهان أونغا.
Oh, that's right. I remember now. The ship, where it attaches to the sides is a double piece, but every other one is the two pieces together are a single piece. That's right. I remember. That's how you know whether it's a piece that's attached or not. Alright. I think some of the sides are separated, but I'm just trying to do a bit of clean up here so I can see what I'm looking at. Alright. So let's check in these sections, the forward fronts, as to what's in them. Come on. Right. Okay, we've accounted for some of that. We've accounted for up to here, right? Let's go along here. It's in here. Okay, that's a sort of weird shape. Let's have a look. Okay, nothing in here to get concerned about. And that'll take us back outside. Okay, and that's to there. Alright, I think we're sort of good. Yeah, okay. We're good, we're good. Having a quick look around the rest of it. I don't there's any more heavy elements on this floor as far as I can see. What there is me throwing stuff into the random wilderness. That's fine. I mean, ooh, hi. How did you get all the way out there, my dear? So what we do need to do is separate the sides now so that we can drop to the next level. So what I might do is go pull those sides off now that we've separated them. To know that they're quite big pieces, actually. So we pulled those sides, that's fine. I think now what we need to start working on is these sides. Alright, well that's some of it down at least. I did discover en route over here. It's another one of them. Another mobile cargo container. So, yeah. Definitely just needing to separate the walls here. Bit of a grind, but we're gonna get there. It's always the hardest part, isn't it, really? It's just the separation and making sure everything else kind of just falls away as you need it to. It does show you, though, because I'm about 2 hours and 15 in, and it shows you that a huge part of this, of the time that you take to do the ship, really is just the investigation and the checking that nothing's in the wrong place and you're not going to cause any problems if you drop that piece and, you know, all of that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's faster if you're using the magnet. That's not even a... We knew that, though. You know, we knew that was going to be the case. It's... but the problem with using the magnet is that you don't get to see the rooms. So the first time through, having never done the ships, you know, I wanted to see what the rooms were like. I wanted to, you know, explore, essentially. I need to get in there. I see more space. Yeah, so more spacey balls. That should be this half separated. Floors might not move though until we get the layer underneath. Usually that's how it works. Like if we... Yeah, see, so we need to take away the bottom, the next layer down as well. Which I think we can do, because I think the other side is all fully connected, isn't it? So I think we can do that. I think we can separate one side at a time. I don't think that's an issue, to be honest. And if it allows that, you know, that to move, that's not a bad thing. pieces first, shall we? And what have we got down here? I don't know why I'm collecting. I don't need to collect, but we need to get that out. Okay. So we do need to drop. We're probably going to drop to this level. Drop to this level. Probably going to drop to... I don't know if I dropped to this level, actually. I probably dropped to the level below. Not sure. I don't know if there's... I think the heavy elements all sort of kick off next level rather than this level. I could be wrong. Either or, we need to get that out, right? So this needs to... Where are you? Yeah, I didn't quite make it, right. We need to take the roof off here. Oh, almost. It's here. Let me help you a little bit. That's out. All right. Nothing funky on this part. No, no. Fine. Okay. Need to separate the floors then. See, there should be more pieces moving. Yep, there we go. Nice. I've got more on this side. Away, it moves so slowly and delicately away, like unlike the other ones that pop like crazy. Right, so let's get this in over here. Alright. What I'm going to do is I'm going to jump down and pull these sides. Actually, no, I'm not. And here's why, so that when it all falls, it doesn't cause chaos. But what is going through my head right now is that I need to take a break. I've been going for 2.5 hours and I'm really not well. And yeah, I need to stop for a little bit. I need to go rest up for the evening. So I will pick this back up tomorrow. Hopefully you guys won't see any change. It'll just come straight back in for you guys. Because I've done a lot of cutting away, which, you know, this will not be a full 2-hour video yet. Maybe an hour and a half. Yeah, so, yeah, I'll be back with you just shortly. Okay, so I'm going to pick up where I left off yesterday, guys. Feeling rough as always. This is nothing new for me at the moment with the gold. How do I get up here now that I've done that? This, okay. Right, so I was thinking about this. Sorry, coughing fit. I've been thinking about this. I was thinking what I might do is take this back end off up to here and then work forward. I don't know why, that just kind of seems like the sensible thing to do. So I need to work out where the best place to drop this is. Probably where this is, right? Just go along here. And take this wall down first. Right, and okay, here as well. I know this edge doesn't go out to here, but the bar is, so it might make it just easier to go to there. Jump up here and drop this. Can I throw to the truck from here? And the answer is yes. So we want to separate along here, right? Why this is where my brain went to, but this is where my brain went to. I was getting another bout of insomnia last night, which is not good when you're trying to heal. And my brain was like, how am I going to take this on? How am I going to do this? And I actually found myself thinking about this as I was lying unable to sleep. I mean, that's, I don't know if that's a new level of sad or what, but yeah. Just do a quick check over here. I haven't released the sides yet, so we should be okay, but let's close that valve, shall we? What's in here? Up.
हेलो क्या हाल है
Okay, I haven't released this side, so it's not a big deal just yet. What I am trying to do is just do a bit of separation. I don't know whether this is the right way to go or not, but it's what my brain's telling me to do, so I'm just gonna go with it, I think. Alright, let's... We don't have to release all of it, we just need to get out some of this for the moment. Go along here. Get the top down for the moment. Because that's not what's holding everything up, it's the level below that is. Alright, this should be it. That's that taken off. Okay, that's fine. Throw this over here. No. I'm not sure. Take down some of the roofs so I can see what I want to do next. That might help me make some decisions. I see I heard boom, 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 but I think that's because I already dropped that, so I don't think that was an issue. I already disconnected that pipe, should I say, so I don't think that's an issue. The good thing with this is because they're double pieces, it disconnects pretty quick and easily, so it's not... Taking the roof down is not particularly difficult. It takes you a second to run along and do it. Back when the joins were actually decent sizes and not those tiny little bits that you're thinking, how the hell does that hold a ship together? Yeah. I swear, like, the cut points got smaller as the DLCs went on, and it just... And then they took out half of the hazards, and they just stopped them. They just seem to stop using the hazards for some reason, which I don't fully understand, but okay. Let me see what we're here. Throw that in that general direction. A cut point here, right? Excited for the next one, actually. Somebody had said that it's supposed to be something akin to hard space with the way you separate the ship. Sort of, you're not set with the squares they give you. You can cut it up any which way you want based on weight and stuff. I'm kind of... That could be really interesting. I mean, yeah, that definitely could level up this game. It might completely destroy it, but it could seriously level it up, and I'm very curious as to what that's going to be then. Son of a... Bit of the back's coming away. Okay. not a very big roof, so I'm just going to take the roof down so I can see what's under here. So far, nothing that's made me go, ooh. To be fair, I have done this one already, so there shouldn't be anything. But the thing is, you don't remember them. I mean, I remember the feeling of doing it. I remember the nostalgic feeling. And so far, yeah, I mean, compared to some of the later ones, a lot less glitchy. A lot less glitchy, and I think that's a big thing for me. So far, I'd say it has remained my favourite, but whether it still will by the end is another question, but, you know. Right, nothing up here, so that's fine. So let's... Yay! Excellent. Let's clean that up. I'm gonna jump up here and deal with a bunch of these boxes. Or not. There we go. Oh no, no, no! I'm gonna start throwing them in the general direction of the truck since they're bouncing off anyway. Right. Get in here and deal with this. Are you shitting me? Okay. Alright, not quite what I was hoping for, but never mind. That one landed. The others didn't, but that one did. Let's get some of these out. At this point, as long as they're off the ship and towards the truck, which I can do a cleanup of later, just so that the magnet doesn't send them for miles, to be honest, is my main thought process.
हेलो, क्या हाल है?
I don't think there's anything else on this level. I think we're alright. I mean, I could be wrong, but take my chances. Okay.
ये आपकी पास कोई जहाज है? हम संपर्क में रहेंगे।
Bring these walls down now. Alright, let's pop it. There we go. That's what we wanted.
कोई बात नहीं। हेलो, क्या हाल है? मैं जल्दी वहां आऊंगा।
Toss that one there. That quickly. And while that's doing its thing, I'm going to jump out here and do a bit of cleanup. Clean up some of my mess so it's not too bad later. What are we thinking? Maybe another 2 hours worth? 2.5? We've been going another half an hour, so we're technically at 3 now. If we go maybe another 2.5, that would take us to 6. Well, 5.5, that would take us to. Which would be an improvement on how long it took us last time. But, because I reckoned it was probably about 7.5, 8-ish. I'll need to have a look back and see if it's actually in the notes that I took as to how many it took me, but we'll see.
हेलो, क्या हाल है? क्या आपके पास कोई जहाज है? हम संपर्क में रहेंगे।
Alright. Right direction.
कोई बात नहीं।
Alright, what we still got? Here. Okay, so let's separate here. Why are you holding? You shouldn't be holding. Of course you're gonna hold, just for piss and giggles. Let's separate sides. Perfect. Okay. Can that come out yet? Nope, something's still messing with it. Okay. It's next level. Right, there's no heavy elements here. No. We can drop to this level and then take the heavy elements out from below. To be able to clear a little so that I can do that though.
आपके पास कोई जहाज है? मैं जल्द ही वहां आऊंगा.
Alright, is that still blocked by something?
Hello, जहाज है?
One more floor, so let's get this out the way. Yes, we can get that out now.
आपके पास कोई जहाज है?
Okay. Now I think what we need to do is, there is elements on this level, so what we need to do is drop these walls. Score.
Hello,
Alright, clean up.
क्या आपके पास कोई जहाज है? हम संपर्क में रहेंगे. मैं जल्द ही वहां आऊंगा.
Of course that's not coming down. And while that's doing its job, we can start cutting things free. No, it's definitely not the wrong tool. Right. Nice, 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 nice. There with the others. Okay, so that kind of, yeah, that means that's kind of going to give me the ability to take this back end off. I'm kind of quite happy with this. This is definitely working for me. Let's go. Right, and what's in here? Nothing of it's going to be a concern, so let's just drop sides. See, this drops things. Oh, I love it when a plan comes together.
कोई बात नहीं. मैं जल्द ही वहां आऊंगा. क्या आपके पास कोई जहाज है?
All right. This bed is over here. Right, well, it's taken me about an hour to bring down this back end, which is a bit concerning in terms of time because
जहाज है?
it was half missing already. So I'm a bit like, okay. I'm going to bring the truck over. I can get rid of these boxes easily enough. What I might do before I come over, so it doesn't get in the way, pull these to begin with. I don't think I meant to pull that one. If I remember, I said I was going to leave them up so that when they drop, they don't go everywhere because they act as a containing vessel, but never mind. Did what I did. Yes, other side now. Something not disassembled at that side.
कोई बात नहीं। क्या आपके पास कोई जहाज है?
You could throw your thing at the truck and pull yourself quicker to the truck. That would be really cool. I will say though, movement speed is not one of the issues of this game. In fact, I love the fact that they were like, who wants to move slowly? Screw it. And then gave you the option to move. I mean, you do move really quick in this game. And I will say it's one of my favorite things about this game. So many games you play, you at a really slow walking speed. This game is probably the equivalent of a run for most games. You know, the equivalent of, you know, this game's walk is the equivalent of run in most games, and its run is super fast. Because let's be honest, the movement in this game is not the core point of the game, it's the dismantling. So why have you move really slowly around it? It's kind of stupid. So I really do like the fact that they did make it, you know, that they did actually make your movement speed quite quick. And it wasn't one of those bonus things you had to get to move faster. It was all, you always move faster. And I like that. I think, not that I'm saying it's a bad skill to have, but I think for a lot of games it's a cop-out. What skills can we give them that they have to max up? Oh, let's make movement one of them. You know, and it's like, but I get, you know, and stuff, and I get that. I get why they do it, but I like that this game didn't do that. It chose not to do that. I've always liked the fact that this game chose not to do that.
Hello, क्या हाल है? मैं जल्दी बाहर आऊंगा।
Must have missed a connector somewhere over here. Here. Oh, that was annoying. That can't be the only connector because it's the further up piece that isn't moving, so there has to be a... There you go. A further up connector not gone.
बात नहीं, हम संपर्क में रहेंगे। क्या आपके पास कोई जहाज है?
Right, so this has been really good. This is kind of, I feel like I'm going in the right direction. So it's taken me about an hour to get all that done. So we're now sitting at about 3.5 hours. If I can get this done in an hour, which I don't think I can, I would be looking at being quicker. If I do it potentially in another hour and a half, I'm quicker. Because I estimated it was about 7 hours. I think it's 6 to 7 hours it took me to do it the first time. So, yeah. Right. It's working out. Here, right? And bring it back to here. Because I don't want to have to split too many pieces. I might not do that. I might. This top layer's fine, right? If memory serves, if we can just separate it and let it run. I think the point is I was taking the back end off so that it was less to run through every time I separate something. I think that was my thought process. Who knows? I was thinking about it at 4 in the morning when I couldn't sleep. I don't know what I was thinking about then. Where's this start? Here? I know there's more up that way, but that's when it starts to thin in. Alright, let's go. Okay. I'm just trying to think. What I might want to do is where these bits are. Run along and separate the roof from these sections, and then that way... I don't know, my brain is trying to think what I'm doing here. I don't think there's any heavy elements up here. No. Right. I think we can just drop this, right? This should bring down this little section. Please. Oh no, because it's still being held on at the top. Oh no, it's not. It's still being held on here. There we go.
हेलो, क्या हाल है? मैं जल्द ही वहां आऊंगा। कोई बात नहीं।
I don't know why I did that, because I need to put a load of that in there. I should have just stuck it all in there. I wasn't thinking. There we go.
हम संपर्क में रहेंगे। क्या आपके पास कोई
Right,
जहाज
let's
है?
get these cut out.
हेलो, क्या हाल है?
And we've got spicy walls that we need to deal with. In there and deal with that in a minute. All right. Okay, what's in here? Nothing is on this level again. We can drop this level. Okay. Get this out here. Seems to be a little gap. We'll gather them over there. That's fine. As long as they're in roughly the same place, it just makes life a little bit easier. Next layer. Let's do it. Look, we've got that sort of dark water thing again. I don't know when that started to appear, if that's always been there and I've just never noticed. Like, I'm curious. There we go.
मैं जल्द ही वहां आऊंगा। हेलो, क्या हाल है? कोई बात नहीं।
Some more cleanup.
क्या आपके पास कोई जहाज है?
Right, let's get the next layer down. Let's go. There we go, yeah.
हम संपर्क में रहेंगे. Hello.
Okay, still can't get that out. That may be because the magnet's in the way. So let's check I've cut all the cut points on this thing. Yes. Oh, it's so cool when you see the magnet that close. Slinger. Yes. Yes, and then the next one. Just random pieces up here standing. Okay, and that one. Okay, so we've got them all detached, so hopefully I can pull.
क्या आपके पास कोई जहाज है?
Yes, I can. Okay. Right. Next up. Was there any heavy elements? No. What there is electricity. Spacey walls. Right, I want to go all the way up here and release. Where is the up to do that? Is the question. That's here, right? Let's see what's above. Ah, okay. There's more spacey walls somewhere. Through there, here, through there, through there, down to there, and then, ooh, through at the bottom, okay, go. Through and round. going down? Here, it's here somewhere. In there, I can hear it beep, 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 beep. In there. That's more gas pipes. Alright, I see you. More spicy walls up here. Where is it? There it is. Okay. I really like the difficulty things. I like the fact that you have to go hunting for it. I like the hazards. I have on occasion, I think was it my first time I ever came across gas or something, I triggered it or something like that. There was, yeah, I mean, I've blown things up. I've done it wrong. I've done, you know, but it's an additional challenge and I like it. Right. So there's nothing on that level. Nothing on that level. What was on this level? Let's drop to this level. Is this the level it all sits on? No, it's still a level down. I think you can just drop a whole bunch of these levels. I mean, I could be wrong, but it's what it seems like. Do some cleanup first, right? Okay, well, there's some here. So if we separate this into two sections, right? Which looks like what they expect you to do, because that's the edge of the front of the ship. So I'd say so. Oh, I'm going out to sea, guys. I'm going out to sea. Apparently I'm gonna go join the destroyers out here. What the hell? Oh, well, that was interesting. Oh, look at them. They're like little cardboard cutouts. That's so cool. Oh, that was too funny. Just in case you wondered what the ships out in sea looked like, they look like cardboard cutouts. That was hilarious. I've got miles to go back. This is... That was beautiful. God, it's gonna take me forever. Oh, it really threw me. That was quite funny. I really loved that. This is where I'm gonna get blocked at the other side. It's thrown me over the ridge. And now I can't get back through. Want to bet? Because when you walk up to the sea, there's like a layer you can't go past. I feel like the Kraken's gonna grab me. Because that is some dark water, man. I don't know where my... where's the ship I'm dismantling? I Here. There it is. We can get one of those things to start dismantling them. Like an Easter egg. Like it's like a hidden secret. You have to use a magnet. Oh, that would be so cool if they threw that up. If they put a ship out there that's always there. Or it's only there on one map or whatever, and you have to use the magnet to throw you over the ridge. That would be really good. That would be so neat. It's like a bonus. That would be really funky. The war one. Where I can't get back, watch. No. Because it's throwing me over. It's throwing me over. And get onto the ships. Oh, look! Go for a wander through all the ships. Should we do that? Should we take 5 minutes to do that? They're just empty shells. I think it's just externals that you're seeing. They're not putting anything in them. Right, well, I'm gonna have to do the whole I'm stuck thing. Yeah. Go back, you have ships dismantled. Okay, yep. Here's the question. Now I'm back on land. I get back to the ships I need to dismantle. So that's how you do it. There's a way up and... Okay, so guys, if you're wanting to try that yourself, get out to the sea. If you can get up... Maybe you can get up there. Hey, dude. How you doing? You doing alright? Yeah? Hey, having fun? Oh no, it's still not going to let me up, is it? Still... I get up and over, like here. Oh, I can't stand on anything. I can't stand on it, I can't jump on it. I can't go over. I can't, no. Don't let me on the piles to jump! Well, that's... acting solid. Oh no, it's not. Thought it was for a second, but it's not. I have no idea how I'm meant to get back, other than using that whole I'm stuck thing. We can go for a wander around the town. Should we go for a wander around the town? Detail in this little town, actually, for a place you can't go. They've got a lot of stuff in it. Right, I'm gonna have to use the I'm stuck thing. Oh, that was good though. I just killed sort of 5-10 minutes doing that, but that was worth having a look. Poopies. You let me frickin' up. Me onto the damn ship. Right, well, now that we've gone ahead and look at what was in the distance. It was, know how it did it, because I was here. And the magnet was taking stuff that was over there, so I don't know how it managed to pick me up as well, but apparently it did. Okay, let's separate here. Right. Not sure what's keeping that up. Side pieces, as always. Yeah, there's a side piece attached to the roof up there. That's what's doing it. That's why it's all still standing. Oh, this... Ah, that's why. Okay. Hang on. Yeah, that'll do it. All right. Clean some of this up.
हम संपर्क में रहेंगे। हेलो, क्या हाल है? क्या आपके पास कोई जहाज है?
Over there. Sugar it. Get some of those boxes, shall we? They don't get thrown to Kingdom Come.
कोई बात नहीं।
Alright, so let's start separating some of this.
क्या आपके पास कोई जहाज है? हम संपर्क में रहेंगे।
Let's go in there. Let's go in there. Right, so I'm at 1 hour and 44. So that's at 3. At 4. 4 hours and 15 so far.
مجالتي بهان أونغا.
I've done these pipes, but maybe not actually, because there's a beepy here. Whoa! That tried to throw me again. Crap. Win this way. There you go. Right. See if there's anything in here that needs to be taken, and then otherwise we can start. Feed in there, in here. That's it. Okay, so we can start taking down this level as well now. Okay, start at the top, I guess. It was always the easiest, right? Okay, last bit. So just the walls, I think, here need to come down. Something's still holding it all up. I think it's that. Oh, maybe this here. It will be. Probably the same on the other side, actually. And I think it's because it's sitting against those pieces that'll be holding it all up. Sure, maybe these bits. What's potentially holding it now? I've been a bit lazy and not cutting properly, I must confess, so that's a little on me. Is holding it up. Like, oh, for goodness sake. This is because I was lazy. I didn't... This is my fault. This is me being lazy. I haven't cut properly and now I'm paying for it. I was about to be spitting at the physics, but this is me this time. We know that if there's a step like that, you have to step out, because often the additional piece holds it. We know that. It seems to be the way they designed the physics. Don't know why. It's my own stupidity. There you go. And I got the majority of it down. There's a few pieces that were still holding. Yeah, up here. Here it is. This is what was holding it. Yeah, that's what I mean about the corners. You have to cut out, and I didn't do that for some reason. I was trying to be... I was being lazy, and I paid the price.
Hello, क्या हाल है? हम संपर्क में रहेंगे. कोई बात नहीं.
You think you're being clever and avoiding some of the work, and then you're not really, because then it doesn't disconnect properly, and then you spend ages trying to find why it didn't disconnect, and yeah. It's not a shortcut. I need to remind myself it's not a shortcut. It's great when it does go, and you get it, but sometimes like that, when you're in a rush and it's a lot of corners, you just miss it. And then, yeah, you just make 3 times the work for yourself. It's so stupid of me. I'm going to blame it on the fact that I'm sick and I'm not thinking straight. So let's go with that, shall we? Let's not let I do it a million. It's not like I do it every time or nothing. You know.
क्या आपके पास कोई जहाज है? हेलो, क्या हाल है? मैं जल्द ही वहाँ आऊँगा.
Right. We're at 2 hours now, so we had 2.5 hours before, so we're now at 4.5 hours. Which I think is not bad, actually. If I can get this done... what, another half an hour? I think I'll take more than that probably. But if I got it done in another half an hour, that would be 5. And that would be shaving some time off of it, which would be nice. I mean, I've still really enjoyed this one. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I need to look back. I mean, I was saying I think it was about 7 to 8 hours, but actually, I mean, it depends on how much I cut out, and I don't know how much I cut out. I need to. Usually, I say on the description like took me X number of hours to complete, so I need to go back and check it and see what if I put it on that particular video. I didn't always do that, and I don't have a list anywhere of how long it took me to do all of them.
Hello, क्या हाल है?
Whee! I don't know if that bit, no, that bottom bit's just the bottom bit.
हम संपर्क में रहेंगे। क्या आपके पास कोई जहाज है?
One of them I couldn't get the anchor out, and I can't remember which one it was. There was one I couldn't get the anchor out from because the anchor pieces landed on a whole pile of stones and you couldn't break through it to get to the anchor piece.
हेलो, क्या हाल है? कोई बात नहीं। मैं जल्दी वहाँ आऊँगा।
In the right direction. Almost done with the front section, which is nice actually, because I feel like I've kind of, yeah, I feel like I've kind of started moving in the right direction now. Like, there's that middle section. I don't know how long that's going to take me. Right. Don't think there's anything under here. I'm just going to check. Yeah, we're good. So let's just clear this out.
हम संपर्क में रहेंगे।
Then I can start dropping the walls again. Yeah, there you go.
क्या आपके पास कोई जहाज है? मैं जल्दी वहाँ आऊँगा।
Okay. Be some more cut points down there. I just need to wait for that to move. Or maybe not. Is it maybe going to be at the front? Oh, okay, that's surprising. 2 front pieces can come out.
कोई बात नहीं.
And now we're just onto this section. I think the majority of it is that big hole in the middle. So fingers crossed. Just drop everything at this level. Again and take a look. Right, so let's have a look. Yeah, it's pretty much just this level. So I don't think there's anything else on this, so let's just go. Okay, 1 square to go. This could be where they find out I missed something. It doesn't say heavy element destroyed, so I think we're okay.
हम संपर्क में रहेंगे. क्या आपके पास कोई जहाज है? मैं जल्द ही वहां आऊंगा. हेलो, क्या हाल है? क्या आपके पास कोई जहाज है? कोई बात नहीं. हम संपर्क में रहेंगे. क्या आपके पास
Right, so now that that's done, I'm gonna go pull the walls so we can start throwing the boxes. I'm presuming that was just too far for that one. No, it's... Oh no, the truck's in the way. He's slying. Back up with that. Between the 2 pieces. Right. Peace. Let me up there. I don't think either of these can come out yet, no. Fortunately. Let's get the big things out. First big thing out the way. Ooh, that one's already been cut. Interesting. Ooh, look at that. Parts of that fell away. Ooh, I don't think well, I must have done that, but I don't know when I did that. All the tidy up. Okay. So now we need to... Can that go? Yeah, that can go.
Hello.
So release these sides then. We're officially at 2.5 hours, so that's 5 hours, give or take. So that's not bad. We'll get this finished in the next half an hour or so. So that is... I'm happy with that. That's cracking. Definitely faster than the first time. And, I would say... I don't think the tools have done that. I think probably the fact that I wasn't looking at all the rooms and clearing them all and just... I was using the magnet. I'd say it's probably more likely to be that. I mean, so the tools might have sped up a little bit. The crane being faster would have sped up a little bit. I don't think it's the end all and be all. What's that?
क्या आपके पास कोई जहाज है?
Get that stuff out. I don't think there's anything else that I need to be concerned about, is there? Oh no, there is over here. Okay, okay. Let's get these out first then. Sake, Becky. Once these two are out, that's everything, isn't it? You can just start dropping things, I think. Alright, hopefully this is going to drop it all. Filter.
Hello, क्या हाल है? क्या आपके पास कोई जहाज है? मैं जल्द ही वहां आऊंगा.
I'm a very happy bunny. Oh, bollocks. Gotta pick that up. Clean up out here while we're letting that do its thing. I could have used the magnet, but when I've got all those boxes there, I don't want to. No, I mean, I've got the contracts done. They're all marked as ready to be claimed, so I suppose from that sense, I'm not too worried about the boxes, but still. And look, there's one way up there. That's the kind of stuff the magnet does. It throws it for miles. Because you've seen it throws me for miles. don't see any other glowing, so... You went over there a minute ago? I think so. Right, so what we can do now while that's busy is we can go start releasing this side. Oh, attach me properly to the winch, and that's a little confusing. Let's try that again. Okay. What's going on? Not attaching me like it normally does to the winch. This is a bit weird. There you go, like that. It wasn't doing that. It wasn't removing the front of the winch out of my vision.
हेलो, क्या हाल है? क्या आपके पास कोई जहाज है? हम संपर्क में रहेंगे.
Alright. And then we also need that. Okay, collect this.
क्या आपके पास कोई जहाज है?
Lots of bits floating around that we're going to need to pick up. But that... Yeah, that was always going to be a case. I'm not too worried. I don't think... Well, the fact that the contracts are done means I haven't missed anything major. I don't think I saw the collectible, but you might not get the collectible the second time round because you've already collected it.
कोई बात नहीं. हेलो, क्या हाल है? मैं जल्द ही वहां आऊंगा. हम संपर्क में रहेंगे.
Alright. The last of the hull getting collected, and then that should be us. We are at 5 hours and 20 minutes. So by the time we hand in, that'll be us at 5.5 hours. And I think that is, well, it's definitely faster. How much faster I might need to go take a peek at. At least, I would say, probably at least 2 hours. Oh, my throat. I think we're good. There's the odd bit that seems to have, you know, made a run for it, but I think overall we've done pretty well. I'm expecting there to be the odd bit that's been thrown to goodness knows where, because it does that to you, so of course it's going to do it to other pieces. So yeah, I think that's us. All right, let's go hand in. I'm going, oh, it's miles to go, but I'm forgetting we're in the original area, and that, oh, so much better. So I prefer, see, to me, do you know what? I still say it's still my favourite. There's a level of nostalgia, but the other thing is it's a nice balance of time. I don't think it's a ridiculous amount of time to take the ship apart. It's in the bit that's close to all your amenities, so you don't have to roll for miles if you need something. And on top of that, I think it's a nice balance of the physics. There wasn't too many physics glitches. Add into the fact that you then have as well a decent amount of hazards in it. I would say as a big thing. I feel like the hazards just kind of disappeared in the later ones. Like I was just like, okay, bye. You know what I mean? Like they just disappeared off the face of the earth, and it was like, okay. I shouldn't have done the upgrades on the house that I'd done. I should have waited till I'd gotten everything. But I was playing the game the way, I mean, you're playing the game, you wouldn't be looking at the achievements and going, oh, well, I'm going to get this first and then this and then do this. You know, you would just be doing it you would be buying bits and pieces. So, yeah. I mean, yeah, so it might be a 7k buy-in, but it's half the size of all the other ones. So, yeah. So let's go sell stuff, and then we can make, you know, we can talk about what's coming next.
चलो आपको क्या चाहिए?
Right, so we're at 86, we got about 10 out of that. So we're still needing 14k to get the next achievement. So this is not a case of the series is going to end here. We still have 2 more achievements to do, which is getting 100,000 in the bank and then buying all the household upgrades. Now I've probably spent about 15 grand already on the house, so I would have had this had I not done that, but that's okay. So I think the next one to try is maybe this one. It won't give me as much of that as this, but I think it would be a fun one to take apart to kind of see. This is going to give me about maybe about 7-8 grand. So I'm still going to need another one after that. So I'd be curious to see which ones you think I should do, because obviously this was the last one of the original ships, and I think it was Death that said this would be an interesting one to do now that we have all the upgrades and see how quick I can do it. Obviously, if there's any other ones you would like to see me redo, you're welcome to kind of to give a shout. I would maybe, I don't really know if I want to do any of the really big ones again. I'd be happier to do you know what, I would prefer to maybe do some of the original ones again, just because 1, we have all the upgrades, and 2, but obviously they're not worth a massive amount of money, so that's the only downside to them. But I would be willing to do a couple of them again. I've heard that one's quite a fun one to redo, but I don't really remember it. The problem is I don't really remember them. I'd end up probably having to do 2 or 3 at the top end to get all the money. Or, I mean, or the other option is I do one of the really big ones, but I don't really want to do one of the really big ones again. I mean, yeah, you get a lot of money for them, but I've done them and I've done them fairly recently. I'd like to go back and do some of the older ones and go from there. But anyway, this is where I'm going to leave this one, guys. Apologies for how husky and everything I've been. I am still loaded with a cold, and it is, you know, it's taken its 2 weeks now almost, and it's taken its toll on me. But hopefully we're going to be picking things back up. The other thing to think about, guys, is we're only maybe a couple of ships off of finishing this series, having all the achievements done. I don't think number 3 is going to be out by then, so it's going to be a case of what do you want to see next. Obviously, if any additional ships drop or any additional DLCs drop for this, I will do them. But in the meantime, what else would you like to see us play? I do have Subnautica 2. I'm thinking about giving that a crack. I've still got to do Subnautica Below Zero, so if you'd like to see that. But obviously this series followed our Hard Space Shipbreaker series. This is kind of our dismantling series as such. So if there's anything in that kind of realm that you would like to see other than the adventure realm, because I consider Subnautica and stuff sort of the adventure / base building games. So then let us know, and I'll put that on the list to replace this one, obviously once the series comes to a close. But you know, all thoughts. So you see you in the next one. All enjoy.